This guy makes really good videos. Oh shit! It's the Argent Crusade. Fucking Tyrion.
Rise up, Argent Crusaders! The hour of justice has
I wish I had that mount. This is good. Oh, there he is, dude. There he is, dude. The Lich Man himself.
Can you feel it, my son? Closing in all around you. The light's justice has been awakened. The sins of the past have finally caught up.
Oh damn, he looks good.
You
wow.
will be called to account for all the atrocities you've committed.
No, Future Side. Future Side's a little bit scuffed. They're moving out of that using AVR, by the way.
You've let loose upon this world. And the dark, ancient powers you've enslaved.
Dude, I was so hyped whenever this shit came out, man. Everybody was. I mean, not that fight.
Though my soul was one of the first to be devoured.
Wait, why is that guy tanking in tier 3?
There are thousands more bound within this blade, and they cry out for release.
Oh shit! Damn, dude, this looks really good.
Look now to your defenses, my son, for the champions of justice gather at your gates.
Oh man, dude. There it is. Holy fuck, man. I remember when... dude. That was badass. That was so fucking good, man. Like, especially, like, the King Tyrannus, like, that was fucking amazing. Like, this is, like, the best, what do you call it? The best rendition of him I think we've ever seen, right? Of that right there. That looks really, really, really fucking nice, man. Do you think Blizzard should revive Arthas? Like, the Lich King was, like, the best fucking... He was, like, the best villain the game could ever have. And like, I liked Garrosh more, but the Lich King realistically was the... Yeah, I don't think they should resurrect him. He was the best villain the game could ever have, right? It's that he looked badass. He was like perfectly, he was just like very iconic. Like if my dad is like, oh, that's the Lich King, right? My dad knows who the Lich King is. It's like the sword was badass. Everything about him was badass. And I don't know why. It's just like there's no way ever that there's going to be another version of like, I don't know. I mean, just like this whole thing with like fucking Frostmourne and I don't know, man. Like the Lich King was probably the most mastercrafted story that Blizzard has ever fucking done. And it wasn't even like really that great of a story. It was like a good story, right? Yeah, sure. But like what was badass about it is just because he was badass. And that's all there is to it. He was just fucking badass. And people loved it. Death Knights are gay and OP. Wrong and wrong. Actually, I mean, like, listen. Death Knights are great. Everybody loves Death Knights. They were amazing in Wrath of the Lich King. They're the best class. I didn't like, you know, like one time I saw a picture here. Kind of bothered me. What's this right here? What's this warrior using? Tier 3 armor with the TCG tabard. With the sword and the shield from Naxxramas Tin Man or Nax 40 Man. Nobody's going to be taking Sindragosa with those items, okay? This video is completely unrealistic. Look, he's still in this one, too. And then this guy over here, what the fuck is this? He's still in his Nax gear? What the fuck, dude? These guys are... There's no way these guys are going to clear the raid. At least this guy's got some Ulduar shit on. He's probably doing, like, you know, 8k DPS, something like that. What's the rest of these guys? Okay, this guy, you know, he's done Trial of the Crusader a few times, bought the Battered Hilt, not too bad. This guy's got the staff from Ulduar, and again, the transmog gear from fucking Tin Man Nax. That's really, really bad. Oh, and there's, oh, never mind, I thought that was all Alliance. And this guy's basically carrying the raid because he's got the full ICC 25-man heroic gear. So this is basically just more Horde and Alliance favoritism in this video. You see the Horde here have, like, you know, the full heroic gear from the current raid, and then you're looking at these guys over here, the Alliance, and they're wearing gear from like 8 years ago. It's pretty fucking embarrassing. And then also, like, look at this part right here. Oh, actually, you know, yeah, what is this? Oh, he's wearing the Redemption set too? Yeah, no wonder they're... Yeah, these guys are gonna fucking wipe. Holy shit. Okay, well, anyway, it's because the Alliance are trash. Well, Transmog came out in Kata, and it's a trash feature. Well, I mean, like, honestly, Sindragosa on 10-man was probably so fucking easy that you probably could have tanked it in tier 3. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised, man. That shit was a fucking joke. Like, the beginning part, dude, this was so fucking good. With, like, all the Argent Crusade marching, and then fucking Tyrion riding up there all by himself on the one mount that I'm never gonna fucking have. It makes me so mad, dude. If they ever make a Wrath private server, I'm gonna get that fucking mount, dude. Ice blocks are hard, bro? Yeah, I guess so. 10-man ICC was hard? Yeah, sure, if you were terrible. But if you weren't, then I don't think it would really be that difficult. Anyway, the trailer was fucking amazing, alright? Let's just get that out of the way. Trailer was fucking great. Yeah, I mean, like, I remember Sindragosa has, like, a special place in my heart, and also a, probably burned a special place in my graphics card back in the day, because every single time that, you know, whenever Sindragosa would, like, grip you into her and you have to run away, well, my computer was so bad that I have to go into first person and look directly at the ground whenever I thought the grip was going to happen, because if I saw all of the particle effects under Sindragosa, my computer would lag out and I would die to the explosion. So yeah, it's pretty bad, and I was a real shitbag back then too. And eventually I got kicked out of a guild from it. It happened so often that I became, like, known on the server as the guy that dies to Sindragosa, you know, doing the grip in. And like, one time I didn't get invited to, like, a group because of that specifically. So I do have kind of bad memories from there, but I feel like the reason why so many people fucking love Wrath is that they have so many good memories about the expansion. And I think that's the way it is for me, right? Is that I have so many great fucking memories about Wrath of the Lich King, and I don't think that that's ever gonna change, you know, and I will never forget them. They were fucking amazing. Stuff for Immortals, yeah, nowadays people use GTX. Oh yeah, no, I think nowadays my computer will probably be able to handle it. Wrath was the beginning of the end. You are right. Burning Crusade was completely fine. I think everything in BC was okay. A lot of people are very divided on flying mounts, but overall I think BC was a spiritual successor to Vanilla, and Wrath of the Lich King was a new game. That's my opinion. And I wanted to show you guys something, just if nobody, like, because a lot of people don't know, like, why do you say Wrath of the Lich King? Like, why do you think Wrath of the Lich King was the point where things changed? Let me show you something. That's what it was. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That could be it. Do you remember the initial reaction to the Wrathgate cinematic? Yeah, dude, I had fucking chills, dude. I was like, oh, man. Like, I remember, dude, like, the best thing, dude, is like, all right, I remember the day that I found about Wrath of the Lich King, dude. I was sitting, I was on vacation. I was at, like, my family's house, right? And, like, this is, like, fucking back in 2008. Zach McElreevy calls me up on the phone. He's like, dude. And I'm like, what? He's like, what do you mean, what? I'm like, what? He's like, dude. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, check the website. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I couldn't check the website. They didn't really have, like, a computer that I could get on right then, right? Because it's, like, back in the day. And I was like, dude, what happened? He's like, dude, the Lich King. And I'm like, what? Yeah, what about him? He's like, the expansion got released. And I'm like, what? He's like, dude, you can be a Death Knight. And at that time, I thought you had to kill your character to become a Death Knight. Right? I had no idea at all. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean, dude? What do you mean, dude? And so I immediately get on the fucking computer. I open up worldofwarcraft.com, and it's got that old fucking thing. And they had, like, the entire, like, fucking Wrath of the Lich King, like, set for, like, everything that's, you know, gonna happen and, like, come out in Wrath. And that shit came out, and I got so fucking excited. Dude, we were, okay, dude, like, we can be, all right, you want to do it? You want, anyway, so as soon as it fucking came out, dude, like, we were sitting on the phone, like, dude, you gonna be a Death Knight, dude, and I'm gonna be a Death Knight, and then we're gonna get Jeff to be a Death Knight, and then Cody's gonna be a Death Knight, and then we're gonna make some other dumb bitch heal us. It's gonna be great. And, like, it was so fucking fun, man. I remember that so clearly, and I opened the phone. I remember I had this little tiny flip phone. It was, like, the size of a, I don't know, it was, like, smaller than, like, it was really, really small, okay? It was a small flip phone. And I was so fucking excited. DK needing healing? Yeah, I mean, back then, well, we didn't really know.